Since history began writing itself, humans have associated themselves with being the greatest intelligence on Earth. And why shouldn't we? Human communication has a complexity that has not been observed in any other species. There are nearly 7,000 languages that we use just to talk with, let alone body language and writing. Our ability to problem solve time and time again, from pyramid building to space exploration, has also set us apart from our animal counterparts. Psychologist Abraham Maslow hypothesized that once basic needs like food and shelter are met, then we can move on to bigger thinking like art and entertainment. Back in 1943, this was thought to only apply to humans. Animals were seen as the lesser intelligence because they failed to surpass the basic needs level. Now, however, scientists are seeing that animals are moving on to a higher level of thought. Take the black crow, for example. Being a scavenger, many people see the birds as a nuisance. Well, you may want to think twice before throwing a rock at them next time they're in your garbage. These little guys have a fantastic memory. Researchers in Seattle performed an experiment with some crows around their college campus. They captured 7 of the birds, tagged them, and let them go. And they did it all while wearing face masks. Why the masks? Scientists are testing whether the crows could recognize human faces or not. It turns out they can, and to a frightening degree. Whenever the scientists walked around campus with the masks on, the crows would scold and dive bomb them. Because along with the ability to recognize us as individuals, the researchers also learned that crows can hold a grudge. And pretty soon, it wasn't just the 7 crows reacting. Other birds, ones that hadn't even been captured in the first place, started dive bombing the scientists as well. Doesn't sound like a lower intelligence thing anymore, does it? A unique discovery has revealed something very peculiar about octopuses and how they think. Scientists off the coast of Sydney observed an octopus carrying coconut shells with it across the open seafloor. He was preparing for future attacks, just like we have with bomb shelters. This preparation strategy hasn't been observed in any other invertebrate, and not many other creatures outside of humans. Dolphins have a sense of independence. Scientists have found that while they travel in pods, each dolphin thinks independently as well. They even have been known to check themselves out in a mirror in the wild and in captivity. Have any doubts on animal intelligence still? Pigeons like to gamble. When given a small amount of food, but little risk, versus a lot of food, but a much larger risk at getting it, the pigeons will go for the large food despite the odds. With all of that intelligence floating around in the animal kingdom, it's hard to imagine people hurting these creatures. Unfortunately, it is happening. Dolphin and shark meat is considered a delicacy in parts of Asia. Pigeons have been dubbed rats with wings and are seen as a nuisance globally, along with crows. Instead of seeing them as pests or a delicacy, maybe it's time we looked at how we can interact with animals. Maybe training crows to pick up trash after big stadium events. Dolphins could be used to help explore the depths of the sea. There are a lot more opportunities out there. We just have to work to find ways to live better with these creatures.